Hey guys, what's going on? This is Cody. There's a few things I want to address today. One of the first things is, if you notice by the channel's name, it is changed once again to CJTV Station 8. And the reason for that is because honestly, at this point, it was a better fit, honestly. And the whole Crazy Nation thing just kind of fell apart. Me and my siblings are still doing all the filming and stuff, but there's gonna be a change in direction. We're gonna do some things differently. Yeah, it's not work. A lot of the stuff that I want to do for this channel isn't working as well as I wanted to, just because I'm busy. Everyone else is busy. It's part of that time, but we're gonna still try to keep with the football stuff. We're gonna still try to do all that. Now, speaking of football, there's a few things that I've noticed this week. First, there is the Colin Kapernick scenario that's going on that everybody's talking about. And then Thursday night. So I'm going to get to both of them right now. But if you've not subscribed to this channel or comment or like or shared, please do. It helps out the channel, helps us do what we do best. And yeah, so let's get into it right now. One of the first things I want to talk about is this. The whole thing with Thursday night. Okay, if you don't know the story right now, or if you're living under a rock, which if you're living under a rock, why would you have TV? Myles Garrett, near the end of the Cleveland Browns versus Pittsburgh Steelers, where the Browns destroyed the Steelers, got into a fight with Mason Rudolph and hit him with his own helmet. Now, that doesn't have any excuse. However, I'm noticing a lot of people are saying that Mason Rudolph should have gotten suspended as well. And if you look at the tape, they're right. I mean, first of all, Mason Rudolph has had a really not great history. He's had a history of racism, which I don't think that's what the whole thing with Thursday was, but it didn't help that he's had a really bad mark on him. Second, he had a really bad game. Like, he threw 3 picks. He just had a really awful game. And Myles Garrett did too. He only had 1 tackle the whole entire game. So, when you look at the tape, at first it seems like he's coming in late, but the truth of the matter is, the timing was perfect. Myles Garrett had a clean come in. It was not a problem at all. Maybe he would have gotten roughing the passer, would have gotten penalized 15 yards. That's it. And then Mason Rudolph grabbed his helmet. He was trying to grab Myles Garrett's helmet. And then when Myles Garrett got a little frustrated, he got up. He grabbed the helmet off of Mason Rudolph, who had also tried to kick him in the private parts as well. Yeah, he tried to kick the guy in the private parts. Myles Garrett got mad. The teammates separated him, and he got a shot on Mason Rudolph. It wasn't a clean one because it only nicked him right here. Mason Rudolph was frustrated, and then you had the Browns defensive lineman come in and pound him, which, quite frankly, I think he deserved it. So you had Myles Garrett suspended indefinitely. You had the other defensive tackle suspended for 1 game, and then you had Marquise Pouncey and one other Steeler that got suspended for like 3 games or something like that. If I was to be honest, the Steeler offensive linemen were just trying to keep the peace. Sure, Maurice Pouncey should get in trouble for kicking people, but he has been known to defend his quarterback. If you look at his history of Florida, he defended Tim Tebow at one point. So it's not like unlike him to do so. At this point, though, in my opinion, Myles Garrett does need to he's inexcusable for what he did. And yes, he should get suspended. However, Mason Rudolph should also not only get suspended, but he should get reprimanded by Pittsburgh, because seriously, he has just been nothing but a bad bad pickup for them. Like, he has struggled this year. He hasn't looked like the quarterback they drafted him to be, which is the heir apparent to Big Ben. And people complain about Big Ben being a problem all the time. Well, I got news for you. He hasn't done anything at this point. Mason Rudolph acted out of selfishness, and he should get in trouble. And that's my take on it. I know people will disagree with me on stuff, but hey, just stating the facts. Just what I've seen from the whole entire thing, Mason Rudolph was not as innocent as people made him out to be. Speaking of not as innocent as they are out to be, Colin Kaepernick. Okay, so the NFL rushed a private workout in Atlanta for the Falcons. And Colin Kaepernick is informed. They don't have everything organized together. It was meant to be an olive branch. Colin Kaepernick had an issue with it. He not only did not tell them prior to that day that he was bringing in a camera crew for the media to see it, for everyone to see it, which I don't understand why they didn't do that in the first place, to be honest with you. He had a right there. And not only that, but also when they were signed an injury waiver claim. Now, look, I'm going to say this right now. All players, white, black, Filipino, whatever, everyone has to sign that form if they're doing a workout, period. And Colin Kaepernick was sent the thing just as much as anyone else. And his crew decided, hey, we're going to change it. We're going to write it. And it wasn't exactly on the NFL's terms. And then he changed the workout to a high school, which he didn't tell them until an hour before it was supposed to happen, before the whole thing was supposed to participate. So he decides to do the private workout thing. And he does it, obviously. And both sides have tried to make it about the other person. From what I saw, look, the NFL was not right by any means. They should have been a little more clear. They should have communicated. But Colin Kaepernick is not the victim everyone claims him to be. He keeps saying that he was kept out of the NFL by the owners or by whoever, Roger Goodell or whatever. From what I saw, he changed things on them. He demanded things from them. To me, he wasn't playing victim at all. He was trying to play the part of, I want things my way. And that's the problem I have with Antonio Brown. That is the problem that I've seen with a lot of football players. I'm not trying to make this about race because guess what? It isn't. Not at this point, anyway. I mean, what Colin Kaepernick was originally out for, yes, it was. However, this seems like it's just attention getting on Colin's part. I mean, seriously, when you are given an olive branch and you decided the league says, okay, we're going to give an inch. He tries to take a whole entire mile and then he puts the blame on them? No, Colin. You are almost 30 years old. You need to take responsibility for your own actions and be responsible. They gave you an opportunity and you made it about yourself. That's the problem with Antonio Brown. That's the problem with all these athletes that seem to have attention problems. It's because it's about yourself. And that's the problem I have with the league. Things need to change. They need to be addressed. Look, yes, the whole talk of racism, that needs to be talked about. That can't just be brushed under. I have no question on that. My cousin is black. I love people that are black. They are awesome people. But we need to have better communication. Not just on the owner's side, but on the player side too. That's the problem I'm seeing a lot. And until that changes, you're going to see a lot of players go towards the XFL or somewhere else. Because quite frankly, this has become a drama show. It hasn't become football anymore. And until that changes, you're going to see the same thing over and over again. And until that happens, the league's going to be completely destroyed. The integrity of the league, it's going to be trashed because you have all these whiny, self-indulged, entitled people that won't come together and make the best product for not just for the team, not just for the money, but for the fans too. We as the fans are sick and tired of watching the same drama stuff over and over again. Make this right, take care of business, and bring back football. And if Colin Kaepernick gets signed, good for him. He gets signed, he gets the opportunity. And if he makes it, he makes it. If he breaks, then you can't complain about racism, it being racism anymore. This is the last chance. And Colin may have someone that might sign him, but at this point, I think he's trashed whatever thing he has left. This is just a really tough week for the league. Honestly, as a fan, I'm really disappointed. Hopefully things change. Hopefully things get better. But until then, there's going to be some news about the XFL. We're going to try to keep you updated about stuff. And so please like, comment, share, subscribe, click that bell for notification. And I will see you guys later. We're not going to be able to make a Thanksgiving video, but there are a few video ideas we're going to have in the future. So I wish you guys a good day. May God bless. And I will see you in the next video.